Geek Dad Life presents Toy Geeks, a live toy talk show. Today we're going to talk about that 30th anniversary Spawn 2-pack, which features a Todd McFarlane action figure. Is it already the action figure of the year? Well, we're going to talk about it tonight on Toy Geeks. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Toy Geeks. My name is Jay, and with me tonight is probably my favorite sculptor of toys today, Alex Brewer, aka Fanplastic 4, fantastic sculptor for Mondo. Alex, welcome back to the show.
Oh, thank you, Jay. Thanks for the kind words.
Well, you know, I just one for starters. I mean, it's a big week for you. Your Rogue dropped this week.
Yeah.
To much acclaim and purchases.
Yeah, it was exciting to see. Like, it did my heart good to see the support for Rogue, to see the excitement around Rogue, and just the X-Men in general, and it feels good, definitely.
Well, all the praise is well earned for sure. Because yeah, it is super special. I mean, I've waxed poetic about how awesome I think your work is, but you capture the essence of animated characters so well. And so yeah, super pumped and excited for how well Rogue is. I mean, all the X-Men stuff you're doing. I mean, really everything you touch is gold.
Wow, I gotta come on here more often.
But we're not here to talk about your stuff, Alex. We're here to talk
about. Not? Oh, I'm out then. I was told different.
But we got a lot of toy news this week. We've got the Todd father bringing out an action figure of himself. We've got Marvel Legends as a new wave. We've got Mezco Toy Fair this week. We got some more Indy style stuff revealed at Zoloworld Con. So a lot of stuff to dig into. But I have a special Stump Alex planned, because when we talked about you co-hosting tonight, you mentioned if we did a Stump You segment, it wouldn't go so well. So yeah. I set up a special Stump Alex. We probably have to set like some type of like goal or something like that. Maybe 200 likes. And if we hit 200 likes, we'll do a Stump Alex segment. But since you said you're not very good at the accessories game, the items I will try to be stumping you with are Mondo toy accessories.
Oh my God.
So if we can unlock this, we will show Alex only Mondo Toys accessories across the span of the entirety of Mondo Toys, which you haven't worked with Mondo Toys, I don't think, since the beginning, have you? Yeah. And we'll see how well you know all the accessories from your employer.
Oh, drat.
It'll be fun. Hit the like button. We need 200 likes. So it's time to get Alex fired.
Yeah.
No, listen.
New segment.
Alex is untouchable as far as I'm concerned. All right, let's say hello to the chat. It is hopping even on a Friday night at the end of February. Let me go down. The new Mac OS is kind of being a butthead with my mouse, so I'm going to do my best here. We got Mike Giorlico, Craze, Mint with Car, Jack Knight, Too Bad, Basis Stanley, Fake Wood Table, Boo Cat, Angry Elf, Matt Bush is in the house. It just jumped to the beginning here. I'm sorry if I missed people. Now we got, let's see, Baroness of Toys, Jace, Motu, Pints, Brian Carr, Cone Killer, Confuser, Toy Sorceress. If you aren't following her on Instagram right now, she shared like her toy room that she's set up right now, and it looks freaking amazing. Definitely go check that out. Give it a like. Liquid Cucumber, Togesaurus, KL, Wolfden Collectibles, Toy Source. I'm saying it again, because again, go check out our Instagram. Ryan Dole in the house. My dude, Alex, awesome. Let's see, Boo Cat is here. Snot Lips is here. Flasha. J Max Slave to Leia, which I believe was first in the comment section, but it might have gotten lost. Let's see. Rock Nerd Radio Studio Henge. Randall. James Vinipo is here. Brian Carr. Maniac Mike. Whip. Brian, and so many more. Thank you all for hanging out. Is it Friday? Did I say Friday night? Maybe I did. Sunday night, whatever tonight is.
Whatever. What
time, man? Time's a flat circle. But anyway, we got a super chat for Matt Bush already. How much for a cat cameo? Matt Bush is referring to the After Dark segment with Colleen. We might have added a new member to the Glatfelter family this weekend.
Wow.
So definitely, if you're a patron, $5 or more, this is the thumbnail I made.
Oh,
got a cat.
Wow.
So come hang out, and Colleen will explain herself on why she got a cat. That's
a very like magical anime looking cat.
Yeah, she's like beautiful. She's like a really cool, looks like a two-faced tortie. So like the way their chromosomes align, like she has like two, like it's really cool.
Oh wow, cool.
But anyway, so
2 cats for the price of 1.
Exactly. So yeah, come hang out and After Dark. We'll talk about that. Okay. Alex. Todd McFarlane. What's your stance on Todd McFarlane? Put you on the spot. Hot seat.
Oh man, Todd. No, he's great. I like Todd. He's cool.
Well, I think he's an interesting character in that I think he's done a lot of great things. And he's also done a lot of kind of groan-inducing things over his tenure. And somehow this 30th anniversary 2-pack captures both of those things in a weird way, where it's a 2-pack that features a Spawn in the style of I guess his first sketches of the character.
Yeah,
right?
They did when he was like 16.
Yes.
First drawing of Spawn.
Which, I don't like, Alex, I drew comic book characters, my own comic book characters when I was not like 8, 9, 10, whatever. Didn't they all kind of look like this in some form or fashion? I know mine did.
Well, for me, Spawn was out, and so a lot of my stuff was influenced by Spawn the comic at the age of maybe a little younger.
I think mine was because my character was called Siren.
Oh, cool.
And he used the power of sound to like whatever.
And I had a whole team that was, of course, very X-Men similar.
But then it's like so there is this influence by him. But so it's cool we're getting this kind of version of the figure. But then it's being packed with a action figure version of Todd McFarlane.
Yeah.
Now, if you own your own toy company, if I owned my own toy company, I probably wouldn't make an action figure of myself. But if you did have your own toy company, why not? Just do it.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on making an action figure of yourself?
Well, I don't know about making an action figure of yourself in general, but I love this so much because it's like it's a rare opportunity to get a 2-pack of like art and artist, right? Like it's this bizarre, it's this totally bizarre object that like we only have because like Todd McFarlane is who he is, Spawn is what it is. Like the fact that it's like this, it's the 30-year anniversary of the character can go that long, that the creator is still so like intimately involved. Like if we could have gotten like a Jack Kirby 2-pack with one of his characters that like he made, oversaw like the creation. Like I don't know, there's just something like really unique and fun about this. That also it kind of only exists because collecting is what it is. Like that. The fan base is like at an age where it like could appreciate something like this.
Well, you're 100% right, because we've had we've had action figure versions of our heroes, right? Like Kirby, like I think he's gonna have a Turtles version in the Necco line, right?
Definitely.
And I have a Steven Spielberg action figure from Comic-Con over here or whatever. But what you called out is the right thing here, where Todd is I would assume he owns the company, is overseeing the production of his own act. Is this the only time this has ever been done?
Well, it's not the only Todd figure that's
No,
ever
we've had
been
a Todd
done.
figure before. You're right. You're right.
But
It's
yeah,
yeah. It's
it might
interesting.
be the only time it ever will be done. Like,
Right?
who else is in this kind of position? You know, yeah, it's like
Yeah,
it's a very unique. I mean, obviously, like Stan Lee, tons of Stan Lee figures were made.
sure. But was it like the Stan Lee toy company and then he made his own Stan Lee action figure?
Right? Yeah.
And a lot of people are calling out the barefootedness of
Which
this.
if you from the video, it seems like he didn't know about that. That's like an inside joke that they put in because he's like always walking around the office barefoot. So,
But they gave him toe articulation, but they
yeah,
couldn't. And in McFarlane fashion, they couldn't, color match
yeah, right.
the pin joint in his
No,
toe
he's just got toe
articulation.
piercings, obviously. Gauged feet.
um, and it's wild. And the thing is, we can make fun of this all we want, but the damn thing sold out, or at least by pre-orders, sold
Yeah,
out
I
on
bought it.
Amazon.
I locked that down.
You bought it?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's just like, it's a time and a place. Like,
And this is that time, and this
I
is that
kind
place.
yeah, I kind of wish he like either maybe the hat is removable or there was like an alternate head where he doesn't have the hat because like don't really think of him as much with the baseball hat on.
Well,
But
I guess in I don't know, his videos that he'll post on like socials, he's wearing usually like a baseball cap. He wears a
mm,
Padre hat sometimes, which is
mm.
weird. But I agree. I mean, let's talk about that likeness. Do you think it's a good likeness?
Yeah, I mean it's the digital paint or printing might be obscuring it a little bit. I mean, they probably scanned. It's probably a scan of him. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe it's, but
He
but
sculpted it himself by hand.
yeah, uh, yeah. I mean, I think like it looks. When you see the little picture of him on, maybe it's like the trading card that comes with her. If there's a picture of him on the
Yeah.
box, like it looks, it looks like that photo that headshot of him. It looks more like I'll say it looks more like him than a lot of these figures of well-known people end up,
Sure.
looking
You're
like.
right. You're right. It generally doesn't always turn out that well. I
Yeah.
mean, as a sculptor yourself, is it is that just the is that a higher level of sculpting art where you can accurately recreate a known person as opposed to an idea of a
Oh, yeah.
person?
I mean, it's I mean, yeah, it's really it's its own set of challenges. Oftentimes, it's just finding, like, good enough reference material that, like,
Mhm.
really gets you every detail. They get to that, like, Hot Toys,
Yeah.
quality. And yeah, and it's like this, if the slightest thing is off, you can tell.
What's like one of those things where even Hot Toys, for all the amazing work they've done, I don't think they've ever truly nailed a Harrison Ford sculpt. Like Harrison Ford seems to be one of those faces that is really hard to pull off.
Well, and that's the other thing. I mean, I've seen some, like, fairly recently that, like, look really good. Like, yeah, maybe
Mhm.
it's not official Hot Toys stuff, but it's
Yeah.
stuff that I've seen sculptors on Instagram do that
Yeah.
look amazing. But sometimes a likeness sculpt can look great in grayscale, and then
Yeah.
when you get paint on it, it falls apart, or suddenly, the eyes look, off, or what, like, that is often the case too. So here it's like this sculpt like could be like a perfect Todd McFarlane, but if the paint is,
Yeah.
sort of the best they can do at this scale, and it just, to me, it's like the eyebrows look a little too dark,
They do.
like,
Yep.
stuff like that. And like, just think about if somebody does anything to, like, if somebody dyed their eyebrows, they would look so different to you. If somebody shaved their eyebrows, they would look so, so
That's true.
those things, they make a big difference, right?
Yep. No, 100%. 100%. And Ryan Dole accurately points out Todd has more accessories than any multiverse figure.
Yeah. They went all out on this.
Which, the DC license is so expensive. They can't put as many accessories in it. I guess.
Well, it's true. He owns this. This is all,
Yeah.
he can.
It's his IP.
Yeah, they could take a loss on this for all we know.
I feel like he takes a loss on a lot of his figures, but
The,
I don't know. I don't work the game.
And it is cool getting the original drawing too. Like that combination, like I said, of like creation and creator makes this set. Like if it was just Todd McFarlane, it might be a little more like self-aggrandizing, but this is like, this feels like a fun, cool thing to do for like a 30th anniversary. So.
Yeah. I think it's a lot of fun. And again, I think it does perfectly encapsulate just the Todd experience in a lot of ways, and that's why I think it's a lot of fun.
I wish it had a voice chip. That's the only thing it's missing.
Yes, but I don't want Todd talking. I want Matt Hatter reviews his impression or Ryan Dole's impression. Like I want just Todd impressions to be in the voice box.
He's our Christopher Walken.
He is. He really is. He really is. Insight, I think, has a great take here. For a guy who has left comics for so long, worked hard to achieve his dreams of making it into comics, and then redefining the genre, I'd say he earned it. I've got nothing but respect for the guy.
Yeah, well said.
Mike Hex, what happens when Todd loses the right to his own likeness? Let's see. Zach, dang good point. 30-year anniversary, but the 90s were 10 years ago.
Well, and actually, is it the 30-year anniversary of Spawn or from the creation of Spawn, this drawing?
Well, if it's 30 years, it's 90. It wouldn't be the drawing because 30 years ago is 94. Yeah. Right? Is that 94? Yeah. I think.
Yeah.
Is that math out?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So for the 30th anniversary, we'll get a J of Geek Dad Life. Shit, I mean, at that point, I'll be like in my 60s, 70s. I mean, no.
You guys might get a Jaber Tooth sooner than that.
Ooh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
It exists. The heads. Speaking of likeness, head sculpts.
You nailed both Dole and my likenesses for sure. Yeah, that's I forgot about those. Let's see. Victoria's Cantina, maybe it'll include a dialogue about girl action figures making boys into serial killers. Damn fair point. Victoria's Cantina. I'd only want the top figure is opposed to him getting beat up by female figures that he's so against. Absolutely. I think that's 100% fair. I flashed it. I would 100% buy a comic writers artist line of figures, Image Team, Frank Miller, Mike Allred, etc. Absolutely.
Yeah, those are good.
Absolutely. Picks, and to me, like who would make a toy line like that, right? I don't think is there a toy company that would actually put money to tool that toy line?
Well, maybe you could do it. Maybe like the Fresh Monkey Fiction or like Long Box Heroes, like could do something like that.
Yes. Yeah.
They probably wouldn't be like super detailed or articulated, but
but yep. Hashtag make Jabertooth happen. It's already happening. It exists, at least digitally.
Yeah, just got printed out.
Yeah, just print it out and then need someone to paint it because I couldn't paint it. I can't do crap. But yeah, I think that would be a cool long box toy line for sure. Wright's Nightmare. I mean, would it be hard? Like, I'm sure a lot of those.
Well, I could see a lot of creators like not being down with it.
That's fair.
because it's some people, it's they don't like having the idea of their likeness,
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah. Nacelle makes action figures for
Yeah.
stand-up comedians. Yeah. Yeah. Fake wood table. I was 15 when I bought Spawn 1. I have a Spawn 1 hanging around here somewhere. I wonder how many of those things he printed.
Probably quite a
But
few.
but yeah, it's sold out, and that's probably it. Do you think this figure will become really valuable?
Well, did it sell out? Because it sold out initially, and then I
Let's see.
was able to pre-order it on Amazon.
Let's see. Let's go Amazon. Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
No, that's not it.
different,
Hold on.
different
Hold
little
on.
switcheroo.
I clicked the wrong one.
Oh.
Oh, it's gone.
Oh, dang.
No mas.
Wow. See
All
you
right,
on the
that's Amazon.
aftermarket.
Let's see. Big Bad. Oh, that's not the right one. Damn it. Come on, Toy Arc. I love you. Where is it? 2-pack. Here we go.
Oh, there you go.
Unavailable.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Let's go Big Bad. Unavailable.
Wow,
See?
crazy.
I think this could get a little spendy. Let's see. Entertainment Earth. Pre-sold out.
Wow.
So there you go.
So that just means we're gonna get a Jokerized version. Can you imagine Jokerized Todd?
Someone in the Geek Dead Life Discord, somebody shared a post somebody made that they already did the Photoshop of it. And I gotta be honest, I think I would want a Jokerized version of this figure more than the regular one.
Yeah.
We shouldn't give Todd McFarlane any ideas though. Yeah, so they are sold out all the way through.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's nuts. I wouldn't have expected that.
Yeah.
Oh, of course, we need a glow-in-the-dark version.
Mhm.
House and Troy. Jokerized Todd is just Todd holding a Joker figure. Sold out in 30 minutes on BBTS. That's kind of crazy.
I did notice that in the when I saw on Toy Shiz about it,
Yeah.
it was the post was 2 hours ago. It said sold out. I was like, oh shoot! But then I checked Amazon and they still had them on there, and so I was able to at least get it 2 hours after.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, there you go. For those that got it, I'm happy for you. And Brian Brink brings up a damn good point. I hope Todd is ready for the debauchery to be unleashed on his figure.
Yeah, that's why a lot of other comic creators probably don't want to do figures.
But I don't think maybe Rob Liefeld. I mean, I'm sure there's probably a few that would have a similar amount of people to pull shenanigans with the figure like Todd. But some others I just don't see maybe taking the piss as much as people might be doing with this Todd figure once they get it.
I mean, it's gonna be too rare to open.
You're right. Right.
Mint in box.
And it's the old school, plastic clamshell box too.
Yeah.
Oh, Luciana Gonzalez. It's available on GameStop, people. Don't walk, run. All right. Anything else you want to say about Todd before we move on?
No, it's great.
Cool. Awesome. You got one, so you're sitting pretty.
Yeah, I'm all set.
Let's check in on the like goal. Again, we have to hit 200 likes in order to challenge Alex to a special Stump Alex in which we will only be using accessories from Mondo Toys figures. And if you don't know, Alex is you have a what's your official title? I always forget.
Creative manager of sculpting.
Creative manager of sculpting at Mondo Toys. You do incredible work. And so we're going to challenge your memory of all things Mondo.
It's like the Newlywed Game. Hector should be sitting right here.
Yeah. Well, just wait. I actually invited Hector. He's gonna come on. He's gonna be showing you the accessories. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But anyway, so I think we're at 100 likes. We got 100 likes to go in order to challenge Alex in a fun stump that Alex. Let's see, Michael Traverso and a Rob Liefeld figure needs some big old chesticles. Just like there's a shelf coming out here and then come back in, and then teeny little feet. Little feet. Let's see, Turtle Buster. Is that the guy that did the real Ghostbuster renders? Can he do the Kenner heads and packs? Well, yes, Alex did those Ghostbuster renders.
You're talking to the guy.
All just my greatest hope in life is that one day those renders will become real. Real Ghostbusters. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Head geek in charge. Bad legs and feet. Yep, indeed. All right. Let's move on. Let's talk about Mezco Toy Fair. A lot of reveals from Mezco. Like where do you stand on Mezco? They kind of fill a different space than you all do with Mondo in terms of like their figures and offerings.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's it's something I just kind of like, you know, admire from afar. You know, it's you know, I'm not the biggest cloth goods fan, especially when it comes to like superheroes, like, you know, form fitting spandex. It's cool with like suits and stuff, like, clothes, but it's not really my preferred thing with like comic book characters. And also just the you know, the rarity, like the, you know, the difficulty like getting these. Like the one I got was that like punk Joker that they did a while ago. But I was away when it was delivered to my house, and it was one of those things where like there were like 2 attempts to deliver, and I wasn't there because I was gone the week, right? And so we send it back to Mezco, and it's like, sorry, you don't get it. Like, you know,
dang.
Yeah, I don't know if they still do it that way. But certainly like at that time, if
That's
you weren't
annoying,
there
though.
to like sign for it, like, you know, you wouldn't get it.
I guess if you're in an area where you have a lot of porch pirates, I could understand that, right?
Yeah, they probably had some good you know, they're probably trying to protect because it's like, you know, it was probably just easier for them rather than fielding people who are like, oh, it got stolen, you know, can I get another one? Like, because, you know, they only made so many to order or whatever, and they just figure like it's easier to just, you know, have like a 2 strikes you're out kind of thing. Like,
no, 100%, 100%. Just wish it was not as I don't know, aggressive. That's not the right term.
This is awesome. This is like, you want to talk about likenesses?
Yes.
These are so good. Like, it looks exactly like them. Like,
yes.
you know, obviously the paint is, you know, it's
well, these are their 5. These are their 5
tiny,
PO
right?
or not? Are they 5 POA? I think. Yeah, 5 POA figures thereabouts. And I've enjoyed their approach to some of these so far, but none have looked as good as these Goonie figures do in this picture. They look fantastic.
Yeah, they're really good.
And so out of everything Mezco revealed from their toy fair or whatever, this is, I think I'm gonna buy these. I don't know, like, how do you feel? I love Goonies, but it's kind of one of those properties. I'm jumping ahead a little bit. Where like, do you need action figures? And I feel like this captures that kind of retro-y new thing. Like it's filling in a gap that I didn't know existed.
Yeah, I think these are probably the Goonies figures you would want, because it's not like a traditional. I mean, I'm not a huge Goonies fan, so I'm not here. I am speaking on behalf of Goonies fans, but I feel like it's not like, it doesn't lend itself to like a traditional action figure, kind of, you know, 1/12 scale thing. Like, it's like, it makes sense to just like, you get the crew on your desk, like in some little kind of statue figurine form. It looks good to me.
Yeah, I think these are they 5-inch scale? 5 points Goonies. They're smaller scale.
Because the 5 points is like really small, right? It's like 3 3/4.
Oh, is it 3 3/4 inch?
Small, yeah.
Okay.
It's smaller than. I mean, I've heard. I don't have any of them, but I've heard anecdotally
Yeah.
they're smaller than you'd expect.
Which I'm okay with. I don't know. I feel
Yeah,
like it threads that 80s needle.
yeah.
And it is a little disproportionate, but I feel like it just kind of works in this style,
Yeah.
right? Like where you make the heads a little bit bigger or something like that. I don't know.
Oh,
Just kind of
oh. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to tell because they're kids, you know? At this
yeah.
point, we're more used to, Sean Astin and, Corey Feldman as adults. It's, like, strange
True.
seeing,
Yeah, no, you're 100% right. Yeah, they're 5 points. Yep.
mm,
Yeah, the 5 points. I pre-ordered the Batman animated series 5 points.
mm.
We do need a Fratelli restaurant playset, absolutely. They are small but expensive. Woofed you're 100% right there. We also would need some more characters slated later, right? Like Steph, Andy, and Bran, absolutely. But yeah, I think I don't know. I think when I pre-order this set as well. I forgot I pre-ordered the Batman sets. That's a future J problem that'll
And
come
this
at some point.
do you think this will come with, like that they're just not showing what the whole pack comes with? Because like, the thing with these is that usually it comes with, like, a vehicle or some
Yeah.
sort of, like, a play set. Like, could this
Mhm.
come with, like, the ship and some
Yeah, like what would
treasure and, like
let's dreamcast this a little bit.
Yeah.
Like do you think you have the pirate ship? That would be huge if you did the pirate ship. Or
No, yeah, but maybe some kinda cardboard. Because like,
okay.
I feel like one of the, Doc was it Doc Nocturnal or whatever? It comes with, like, a kinda multi-tiered
Yeah.
cardboard, like, playset thing. Like, I could see them doing, like, maybe a part of the pirate ship, you know?
Mhm.
I don't know, it's gotta come with some treasure at
Oh, it
least, you
has
know?
to have treasure. Has to have
Yeah.
treasure. Or maybe do like the wishing well, maybe. So maybe the restaurant. I don't know. There's
Mm.
things you could do. There's
I
things you could
honestly
do.
am a little fuzzy on Goonies. I was more of an explorer's kid
Oh
myself.
wow. I love Goonies just seem to hold more over time for at least in this household.
Yeah. No, it's iconic 80s
Yeah.
adventure movie.
Yeah. Cardboard pirate ship makes the most sense.
Mm.
We're also at 132 likes by those. Keep hitting that like button, everybody.
Oh, damn.
Um, yep, the Fleischer Superman came with a cardboard bank. Yep. Definitely need booty traps or booby traps. Ooh, the skeleton piano. That I think is it. I think that's it. Yeah, the attic, the organ. I think the organ, the skeleton organ for sure. Jewelry spitting mouth. It's the best kids movie. I'd put it up there for sure. Just in that run of just kids,
'Cause
hanging out.
you're a big, E.T. guy too.
Oh,
I mean, who isn't,
E.T.
right? E.T.
I
is the
love
best.
E.T., right?
Yeah.
If Ghostbusters, Back to the Future, Star Wars are like my top 3 favorites, like E.T. is my heart's favorite.
Mm. An E.T., 5 points would be pretty cool. You
Yeah.
know, the bicycle stuff.
Like, nobody's quite nailed E.T., like the whole thing. Like, I
Mm.
feel like NECA is probably the closest one to, like, give us really nice E.T. figures.
Yeah.
That's all they've really done. The Elliot ET bike 2-pack's, like, small. It's not like an actual
Oh,
scaled
okay.
thing, you know?
Mm.
Um, and then back when they re-released ET in the 2000s, there was, like, that Toys R Us set, and it wasn't that good. Like, I
Mm.
just feel like ET is a toy line still waiting to be served in a good way. Even though I do think NECA's done a solid job, they haven't done much beyond just giving us a really good ET.
Yeah.
Which maybe that's all you want, I don't know.
And a few different ETs,
Yeah,
couple
exactly, giving us, like, different looks. They've
the
given us different
spaceship.
looks.
I gotta do the spaceship at the end.
I'm saying that spaceship's amazing.
Yeah.
You gotta do the bike. The bike with the
Yep.
ET in it. You gotta have an Elliot. Gotta give us an astronaut, coming through the blinds or whatever.
Oh, yeah, right.
Um, yeah, like exactly. Cape Master. Give us a bike with the whole crew. I need to watch ET again. It's been a minute. Just realized that now. ET Steven Spielberg.
Oh,
Exactly. We've
there you
talked.
go. Creator creation 2-pack.
Well, we talked about it back when Mattel did for Comic-Con this past year, the Jurassic Park Steven Spielberg set. I think we talked about it then that we need a Steven Spielberg of like each era, like almost
Yeah.
each movie,
Yeah.
because he's unique as a director. Maybe George Lucas, maybe a few others, where like he had a distinct look each movie, and as kids that nerded out over movies, like and watched all his commentaries or whatever, like
Yeah.
his looks for each one are kind of seared into my brain. Is it the same for you with like Steven Spielberg or other?
Um, yeah, a little less so. Like I mean, obviously there's like Jaws, young, very
Yeah,
young Spielberg, and then there's Jurassic Park. I think mostly of like the Jurassic
yeah,
Park, like baseball hat, Hawaiian
mm-hmm.
shirt kind of
Yeah,
deal.
no, yeah, yeah. Maybe it's too of just like waiting in line for the ET ride at Universal Studios. Is also kind of seared into my brain too.
Yeah.
Yeah, give us a ship. Con exclusive grown up Elliot from the Super. Oh, you've seen that, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That thing makes me cry too. We watched it an After Dark one time, and I think I cried during the
The
live
Super
stream.
Bowl ad?
Yeah, have you seen it? The
Yeah,
ad?
yeah.
Yeah. Was it a Super Bowl ad? Or was it just a Christmas time ad? I was airing
Oh,
at
yeah,
Christmas time.
some special promotion.
It was like a Comcast commercial or something
Yeah,
stupid like that,
right.
but
Yeah.
damn, did it hit hard.
Hit you in the feels.
It hit so hard in the feels. If you haven't seen it and you love ET, do yourself a favor. Google ET sequel ad. It's incredible. Close Encounters for sure. Fun fact, Spielberg was supposed to do a cameo in the first Mortal Kombat movie when Johnny Cage works off the set, but a scheduling conflict came up and he couldn't.
That's crazy.
Yeah. You're right. I think it was Christmas time, 100%. How about grown up Elliot from Fall of the House of Usher? Yeah, he's great in that. He's great in it. Hunter Hyde, it was so sweet. My inner child needed to see Elliot and his exactly. That's what just the commercial hit me so hard because myself being a child of divorce and kind of like growing up with that, and then I don't know, having my own family now and things are fine, but then just seeing like Elliot have his family and everything seems good, and then just ET looks at him, and then Elliot looks back, and just like when ET was there before, Elliot was going through stuff, but anyway, it was just like look at us now, and it was just so freaking good.
Yeah. You don't want to see what the kids from Mac and Me are doing now.
Nah.
No one wants to see that commercial.
I used to watch that movie as a kid, but Paul Rudd has ruined that movie forever for me. And I can't not just think of that one clip, and I don't remember anything else. Exactly, Neil Hunter Hyde. We need to see Elliot turned out okay. Exactly. Well, then maybe McFarlane will get the license to a Steven/Todd 2-pack for years. Okay. I did want to touch on these a little bit just because of the work that Mondo has done. Them tapping into Batman the Animated Series.
Yeah.
But it's cloth goods, which is different than what you all do with your series. And it is interesting. Like, what is it, just to kind of give yourself your own space or your own approach to, especially 6 scale collectibles? Because a lot of times 6 scale, you're cloth goods at that scale. But famously so on the Mondo side, it's a full sculpted, it's almost like a big action figure.
Yeah, right.
Like what's kind of the drive behind that in terms of like what you all do versus what Mezco is doing at even smaller scale with cloth goods?
Sure. Yeah, I mean it's it's an aesthetic choice. I think that certainly when you're dealing with animated characters, it makes sense to me because the character designs are often so much of it is about like the silhouette. It's about, they're all drawn in very different
Yeah.
recognizable ways, very like immediate reads. Whereas like cloth goods, it's like a lot of times you're using a base body that you can
Mm-hmm.
share, and that's you're not doing bespoke tooling
Yeah.
every time, and it's the clothing that is creating the difference. So I mean it's also just like I mean so I understand. I get the decision to go with fully sculpted for animated, even in 1/6. And I think also it facilitates the sort of cell shaded painting,
Mm-hmm.
which when you see it, it's like yes, that's looks like it walked out of the
Yes.
TV screen. Like when it's done right, right.
Yeah.
Um, but it's cool to see, like when I saw this, it's like this is what I love about like toy collecting right now is like
Mm-hmm.
it's a surprise, right? Like I'm a huge
Yeah.
Batman the Animated Series fan. Like just seeing like your it's that sort of like it takes a minute for you to adjust to what you're looking at. You're like, oh
Yeah.
wait, it's Batman the Animated. Oh, it's who's making that? It's Mezco. Oh, Mezco Batman. That's crazy. Like
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Um, it's fun to see those like surprises like that.
Yeah.
I think.
No, 100%. And if anybody could do it well at that scale, it would be Mezco. So I'm very excited to see the full figures here for both the Batman and the Joker. I think they captured the Joker head sculpt pretty well here.
Yeah, it's really it's tricky. Yeah, they're very Batman and Joker. Like it's very subtle because you have very little like sort of I guess details to work with, right? So it's like everyone has to be kind of in the right place,
Yes. Yes. I feel like in general, sculptors get Joker right more often than Batman animated series Batman.
Yeah, which is kind of strange, right? It's
Right?
like I
Why
don't think I
is
have
that?
seen.
Why?
I don't know. I mean, I don't think I've seen. Well, again, it's like you've got more to work with. Just a few more details with Joker. It's like you
Yeah.
see, yeah, if you get the black eyes around the
Mhm.
eyes and the red lips, and it's just kind
Yeah.
of everything's pointy in the right way. It's like it registers as him. I don't. I mean, I honestly, I feel like I've yet to see the Batman sculpt that really nails it.
Yeah.
I try to, it's a just a sculpt I like to like kind of keep returning to just for myself, just for fun to try to
Mhm.
like see how close I can get to it. But and he's drawn differently, obviously, like
Sure.
depending on like what studio is
Yeah.
animating it. But yeah, I
It
mean, it's yeah.
it it is a white whale, I think. Just to me, I think the Kenner, original combat belt Batman is in my mind. That's still the closest
Yeah,
one to capture
yeah,
the
you're
the
absolutely right.
animated series Batman, which is crazy. It's over 30 years old now.
Yeah, it's just yeah, I don't know, maybe it's yeah,
Because even this one looks okay, but still, it's just like it's not like, oh, that's it. That is it.
yeah, right. Yeah, because again, it's like it's all about, the squareness of the chin and
Mhm.
the angle of the jaw and like how close the eyes are and
Mhm.
and the silhouette. I don't know, it's like, yeah, it's so burned into our brains. But
Is it too
yeah.
simple to sculpt? Is that the problem, or there's
It's
not
not
enough
too no,
unique
it's not too
things?
simple to sculpt. I mean, obviously like like you said, the Kenner one does it pretty
Yeah,
well. It's just
but how did they do it? Like, what's the secret sauce from what Kenner did 35 years ago to
well
like
to
amazing
me, I think
sculptors now?
yeah, I think to me, the Kenner one really nails the profile.
Yeah.
When I look at that one, like the sort of like the way the
Yes.
nose kind of like curves and
Yeah.
and the Kenner one is not like,
Sure. It's
if you look at really close, it's like
yeah.
it's kind of it's very softened.
Yep.
But
Yep.
but yeah, I mean, it's just yeah, it's just sort of like the sort of squareness of the head, like uh, it's
Yeah.
yeah. It probably also depends on like what you're looking, and these look like there's the desire to, because I mean Mezco stylizes everything,
Yes.
right? That's from
Yes.
what I've seen. So this is like maybe it's clearly the animated series, but maybe it's
Mhm.
supposed to be a little bit more a little more realism thrown in, or just kind of like what they do with their with like the Dick Tracy stuff, or
Mhm.
the classic you know,
Yeah.
Dick Sprang style,
Yeah.
you know, Batman and Joker, like,
Yep.
you know, where it's you can tell it's stylized, but like there's still like some realism going on,
Mhm.
and that might be the aim here.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's absolutely fair. Wolf Den, Kenner got lucky.
Yeah, man.
Alice and Troy, 35 years ago, they were making toys for kids to play with, and there was no pressure to get it right. Now there's pressure to not mess it up to create angry toy geeks on the internet. Um, RDFC, Combat Belt Batman was fantastic. What's funny to me about that figure is he was overstocked everywhere, and then one day, poof, he was gone. It became one of the harder figures to find.
Yeah, I've
It's
never
true.
had
He's one
one.
of the more expensive figures to get now. Like he goes for like $100 mock a lot of times.
I had to buy some like you know, radar Batman or something. He was like
Yeah.
red and I like painted it gray. Like what can you do?
I was lucky enough to get Batman, my white whale in that line, which was the same with Batman Returns, was the Robin figure. I couldn't find
Yeah,
the just the
right,
regular Robin figure to
right.
save my life.
Yeah.
Um, and it wasn't until later I found like a beat up one at a swap meet that I finally got that figure. And it wasn't until years later that what I didn't realize is that toy collectors in 1992 just bought them all up because now you can find a carded Robin fairly easily.
Oh, yeah, it was just speculator
Yeah.
stuff.
And same with the Batman Returns Robin. I can find those mint on card at like every toy show I go to for like $15. And do I buy them every time? Yes, I do. Because that is childhood trauma carried into the present in which I have to somehow rectify.
And also he's got that rad flat top, you know, how can
Yeah.
you
Both of those, the Returns one and the animated series one. The animated series one uses the same body as the Returns one with the
Right.
they just put the head sculpt on there, painted a little bit differently. But
Yeah.
then you got the sweet glider, which was pretty sick.
Yeah.
Toy Sorceress, Alex is so innovative. Gray paint goes a long way, indeed. Let's see. Later, Graham, I was driving during the Goonies discussion. Who is making those toys? And are they out yet? No, these were all part of Mezco's Toy Fair reveals. So it's part of their 5 points toy line. And so they're not out yet.
And these are just like teasers, really. Like
Exactly.
they don't have the
Like
official
full pictures, really. Yeah.
full pictures.
So anyway, and this Wednesday figure looks pretty cool. Wednesday, which is that filming season 2 right now? Teddy, if you're watching, let us know. He may not be watching. I think he's busy with like Avatar stuff. But anyway,
I'd say this is appropriately creepy for it's like this thing stares at you from across the room, right?
which is kind of like the Jenna Ortega's portrayal of the character. She's got like just that stare.
It's a very it's a very realistic portrait.
Yes.
Very well done.
Yes. But excited for season 2 whenever that one comes along. All right. Dead Eyes Wednesday. Let's see. Problem with Kenner line was short pack villains. Took me years to find the Green Killer Croc. Wednesday season 2 begins filming April. There we go. Thank you. I'm also really excited for Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
I'm really pumped.
Yeah.
Just the little nuggets we keep getting from that. I'm super excited. And yeah, it is a stare. It is a I'm gonna murder you stare. Why season 2 of Wednesday taking so long? I'm sure there's answers to that. I don't know.
Well, she had to do Beetlejuice in between.
Oh, you're right. Yes.
We've said it 3 times now. Does it count if I say it once and you say it twice?
Ooh, that's a good point. What's the order?
Watch the movie again.
Yes, I did order Beetlejuice, the Sideshow Collectibles Beetlejuice. I need him in my Hall of 80s fame. I've got Peter Venkman, Christopher Reeve Superman, Michael Keaton Batman Hot Toys. So I need that Beetlejuice.
Damn, living the dream. That figure looks so good. That Beetlejuice figure. Amazing.
I talked about it last week, but damn, it looks so good.
Yeah.
Let me just pull it up again. Where are we at? I think it's over here.
It's at the top, just above the Ahsoka, was it?
Was it oh, maybe you're right. Yep.
I thought I saw a little
Yeah, I think you're
striped
100%.
suit.
There it is. Look at that bad boy.
Yeah.
That's a must buy. Ooh, 280 though. It is spendy. It is spendy.
But it's got that. Is that rooted hair? You know.
Which again, Hot Toy I think does rooted hair really well. Sideshow, little scary, but damn, it just looks good.
Yeah.
It looks really good.
It's that head sculpt mostly, like that just.
It's doing all the work.
Yeah.
It's doing all the work. Yeah. Yep.
The hands are great too, though.
Oh yeah.
It's like looking at they're just really well done.
So good. So good.
But again, a little scary.
Oh, absolutely.
Scary good.
Which is funny, you know, I watched that movie. I had it on tape. I watched it 100 times as a kid. Like a probably way too young kid to be watching that movie. And it's one of those things where I was like, oh man, Beetlejuice is so cool. But now I watch it as an adult, I was like, oh my God, he was not good. He was really bad.
This bad influence.
Yes, like really evil.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, look at him spin his head. It's so cool. And I'm like, oh no, he's actually a perv. No,
he's
that's not
funny.
Good. But I think it was part of too, just watching the cartoon, which it wasn't, you know, the pervy awful person. Let's see, Zach Kinsella, you're 100% right. We were way too young for any 80s movies, and it was awesome. It's true. Yeah. Like, there's just so much subtext that just didn't land. Or maybe it did, and just subconsciously or whatever. 80s kids watched a lot of things that we'd be considered too young for. Absolutely, 100%.
Well, it was all, and they all had cartoon tie-ins. Like that was the main thing. I remember like watching the Beetlejuice cartoon and then seeing like the movie on TV. You're like, oh, it's like a live action version. And it's this bizarre thing where you're like, because especially movies like that, where it's like this is like kind of for me, but also kind of not.
Yeah,
like, you know,
yeah, 100%.
Strange, a little like off about this. I can't put my finger on.
Yes, yeah, like the whorehouse, like that.
Yeah.
Like, but it didn't.
Who are those ladies?
It didn't register at all for me as a little kid.
His friends.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe I was just too naive, but it was fine because it didn't connect to me. But anyway, good times. Rambo cartoon, yep. Also, RoboCop, like, yeah. I love those action figures. I love that toy line. I had the helmet and the gun thing. I loved RoboCop, and I watched it on TV. So I probably saw like the TV edited version. But whenever I saw like the full unedited version of it, I was like, holy crap, what was I watching?
Yeah.
And then Predator too. Colleen and I watched that again last night for the first time in a long time. Definitely holds up. Predator's so good. Police Academy, like, oh God, there's just so many. It's kind of insane in retrospect, right?
Yeah, but it's my memory. It's like you're more likely to be bored as a kid seeing those movies than to be like, you know, scarred or so. It's just like,
sure,
wow, why is there so much talking?
Man. Anyways, good times. Okay, getting back to Gally. Let's look at some of these Marvel Legends reveals. Nice. Which I think this 80th anniversary Toy Biz style. Deadpool. We already did this. Didn't this already came out, right?
Well, it did come out, but also it was I saw it up on, I think, Big Bad Toy Store, and I thought it was like older stock that they were clearancing. but
Maybe the 80
apparently
is
it's official. It's
yeah.
got a new 80-year thing.
Yeah, that's like I don't know. I feel like this was like 6 months ago, but I guess it's a new thing. Maybe it's a slightly different deco. Or maybe
Mm,
just re-releasing it because this is a
yeah,
re-release. I know that.
yeah.
Um, so boom.
It's a movie year. Makes
Yeah,
sense.
exactly. Exactly. But moving on, we got Spider-Man, Daredevil, Hydro
Mm.
2-pack.
Yeah, I've been looking forward to like a Daredevil that has the black
Yeah.
shadow on it because that's how
Yes.
he's always portrayed in the comics. And so just doing
Mhm.
like a plain red Daredevil never quite looks like
Yes.
him.
Yep.
I
I
don't
I
know if it.
really like this Daredevil.
Yeah, it's cool. I wonder if in person if it'll look like darker or if it's just like kind of too hard to pull off,
Yeah.
in plastic. But yeah, no, it's a cool look.
Yeah. I want this Daredevil. I have a soft spot for Daredevil. I've always loved that character.
Hmm.
And I had it was just one also an early toy for me was the Toy Biz, the first version, the red Daredevil
Oh, cool.
from Toy Biz, which again was my favorite actually. Like there was just something when like I found that figure and my dad was like, "Oh, he's awesome because he's actually blind, but
Mm,
he has like super hearing, so he's still like an insane superhero." And that like as a kid, I was like, "What? That's so cool!" So like
yeah,
Daredevil was just like I don't know, just it was another level of like awesome as a
yeah,
kid.
yeah, no, for
That's why
sure.
that was a superpower. And then Ben Affleck made the Daredevil movie.
Yeah, do you think, that had the scene in the rain, and now he's fighting a Hydro Man,
Mm,
it's do you
yeah.
think do you think Hydro Man I mean, I haven't seen it's been a while since I've seen if the him he fought him on Spider-Man the Animated Series, but, do you think it'd be easy for him to fight or harder? Like, does
Mm.
like, water probably makes some more kinda
Water makes more noise, so
vibration?
I feel
Yeah.
like he's better. He's I don't know,
That's
I feel like
interesting to think of, like, what Hydro Man sounds like.
right?
Like,
'Cause
just sloshing around.
exactly. He can't quietly tiptoe, you know?
Every punch is a splash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think Daredevil easily has that one. Iron Man. It reminds me more of the Darkwing Duck character, Liquidator. Is one of my favorites,
Yeah.
which we never got a figure of Liquidator because they canceled it before we got to that,
Mm.
which stinks. All right, oh,
Ooh.
oopsies, oopsie doopsies. Where did I click the wrong thing? There we go.
Oh, nice.
We've also got some more VHS sets with Doctor Strange and Morbius. I gotta admit, Jared Leto has ruined Morbius for me for all of eternity, but these figures look pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, this color that Morbius color scheme is classic.
Yeah.
Have they shown this Morbius? Have they done the Spider-Man the animated Morbius before? I know they teased. Well, no, maybe that was a different. They teased the sucker hands at one point, I think. Was this our first time
Oh, you're
seeing?
right. I think this is the first time we've seen it in full.
Mm,
'Cause I think you're right. I think we only got the tease.
yeah, it's got sucker
Um,
hands.
so yeah, it's Morbin time. um, Playmates did exactly. We had a Liquidator prototype, but never released.
Oh, man, some third party make the dream happen.
Damn, you're right. A third party could do it in the Playmate style. I have to look
Mm-mm.
at the picture.
Some casted and clear.
Yeah, it would need to be clear. They
Oh yeah, I
teased
was
the hands.
when I said it, I was like, yeah, I think that was the Moreland figure.
Ryan Dole, I'm best known for Morbius. Take your highest level credit, Ryan Dole. Your work on Morbius. Uh, um, but yeah, they look fine.
Yeah,
It's cool. Happy for those that want it. Um, who's this guy? I don't know this one.
This Prowler, right?
Oh, Prowler.
Yeah.
Sorry. Boom.
Which yeah, I have to go back and check out that episode of the animated series.
Yeah, it Spider-Man animated series, all of the post X-Men shows, I didn't really watch them all that much.
Yeah.
I was out once X-Men was done.
Yeah.
I was into Star Wars by that point.
Yeah, you know, it's true. There was a lot competing for our affection around that time.
Yeah. But either way, it looks great.
Yeah. No, I mean, just, you know, these color schemes, it's like, yeah, it's totally nostalgic.
Exactly. Which again, I trade nostalgia a lot. Carnage, Target exclusive.
Because he's red. Isn't that the thing? Like the red figures end up Target exclusive.
Wait, is that a thing? Have I missed that?
It's not. I've heard someone say that before.
Well, you work for a toy company that
No, but it
puts stuff
wasn't
in Target shelves. Is that? Do they
not
tell you that in the Target meetings?
No, I heard somebody a toy tuber pointed it out.
Oh yeah. Well, haven't you learned, Alex? You can't trust everything toy tubers say. Okay.
It makes sense, you know. Follow the pattern.
Okay. Yeah. There you go. It's a thing. There you go. It's a thing. I guess I just haven't tracked that at all.
That's why there's no thing exclusives, because there's no orange retailer.
Yeah. Red Target, blue Walmart. Well, there you go. I haven't easy. I haven't made the connection all this time.
He kind of looks like he's twerking here.
He definitely.
Like hardcore. Like all the tendrils going crazy. I like the black
yes.
The black veins around the scythe and everything.
Yes.
It's super cool.
Yeah, this looks really, really good. For the Carnage fans, this is a must buy. And then we got ourselves a Fantastic Four 2-pack.
And these must be Walmart because they're blue.
Shit. That's all I'm going to be thinking about.
But you know what? I'm gonna say it. I don't know if this counts as wrong costume or wrong character, but we gotta have the Art Adams Fantastic Four where it was Wolverine and Spider-Man and the Hulk and Ghost Rider. Where is that 4-pack?
Yep, that's true. Call him out. You gotta call him out.
Wrong costume, wrong era.
But cool. I mean, I'm pumped for Fantastic Four, the new movie.
Oh yeah, definitely. That Valentine's Day
yes
user image. I'm ready for it.
Yep. We need Dragon Man.
Oh yeah, the white whale. Have they done a new Dragon Man in Marvel Legends?
I don't know.
Because that's like the rarest or one of the most like valuable figures from the Toy Biz days, I want to say.
Let's see. Doesn't look like we've gotten a new one.
Damn. What are
I'm seeing is Toy Biz stuff.
They got to that's surprising to me.
Yeah.
Oh. It's declined in value, it seems. Did somebody find like a bunch more? I always thought this was like a super hard to get.
I mean, if it's someone's asking $450.
Yeah, see,
but they haven't checked.
They know what's up. It must be like there must be a knockoff or something.
But anyway, yeah, there you go. We have found a Toy Biz that has not been made into a new one. Dragon Man.
I mean, it's such a cool character.
Yeah.
I guess it would be like a Build-A-Figure now, but or like a 2-pack.
Yep.
It
wouldn't be a straight up regular single pack release.
Yeah, look at that price tag. Damn.
That's mock, and we just go loose. Just go loosey goosey. All right, let's keep moving on here. Got some more. I think we saw. Did we see these already? The Secret Empire one. I feel like we already saw this Captain America. But they all look great.
Yeah. No good. And yeah, I mean, it's cool that they, they're doing figures with wings, in this kind of deluxe format, like the angel, like it's, they're finding way. Oh, and, Target, red wings.
Red wings. Target gives you
Make
red
sure the
wings.
red is facing in the box.
All right, so this Baron Zemo, this version kind of got the toy collecting internet aflutter.
I think I may have seen some mention.
Yes, because it is the hooded version of Baron Zemo, which if you have been following toy collecting for a while, there's been this prevailing thought that Hasbro will not release a hooded version of Cobra Commander because it's too much like a KKK guy or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
And it's never been outwardly confirmed by anybody at Hasbro. And now you're doing a hooded Baron Zemo. So could you do a hooded Cobra Commander? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think they never said outright that like that with Cobra Commander it wouldn't ever happen. It's just the PR thing is like we're not at this time we're not doing it. But I do think that it could be different because this is Marvel and G.I. Joe is a Hasbro owned IP, so they kind of govern the decisions on that front.
Yeah.
So
we have Brian Flynn has said Hasbro's told him no. Ryan Dole, Hasbro says no, Disney says yes. That's all I need to know, folks.
Maybe you have to have like he's Baron Zemo's wearing a crown, maybe that's
I guess. Yeah,
I guess. Distinction.
Again, F the KKK and don't want anything to have to like hold them in any high esteem or give anything that gives any credence to that.
And I'm just gonna say the chrome head, chrome helmet Cobra Commander, I think looks cooler.
I've always preferred that version.
Yeah, it's more iconic.
But I get it if the other people like that's the one you like. It'd be nice to get that version, but anyway.
I think also with this 2-pack, you got Arnim Zola. I think it's cool that they always do like the sticker for the screen and it's like it's very a very Kirby image.
Yes.
But I feel like they could raise it one level by having the sticker be of like a sculpted render of the face. So it's still like a screen, but it's like a figure is still projecting its face on the screen.
I love that. That's a really cool idea. Hasbro, are you listening? You should do that.
Yeah, throw out another. Amazon Orange. So they could do a thing.
I can't believe I've made it this far in toy collecting and have not made the connection. Toy colors being connected to
deep conspiracy.
Toy exclusives. But anyway, let's keep moving and shaking. The reveals. Shield 3-pack. Looking good. Yeah. Anything else you want to say about these?
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with. I know they've done a few Shield 3-packs. I guess this is maybe the first Dum Dum Dugan in a while, or because he was just like a head before. It's like and Sharon Carter is the middle one, right?
I think so.
Anyway, these look good. Like I think that's cool too. That it's like they're looking at. I'd like to see maybe some Hellfire army builder. Love.
Yep.
Definitely missed out on that. That when they were doing that, but
yep.
Yeah, it looks cool. And I don't have the Black Widow, but that body looks like really good, like the
It
articulation
does.
and everything.
It looks fantastic. Like, I mean, it looks great. They all look great. Nick Fury Hasbro looks great.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's a great set if you need it. And then last but not least, our comic Zabu Build-A-Figure Wave
Mm.
with arguably the best He-Man head we've gotten so far. Why isn't this loading? Oh, maybe not.
Yeah, it's true. I love that, like, Marvel Legends starting to, like, they gave us the best Wonder
Why isn't it
Woman
pulling it up? Right?
figure ever, and Power
Absolutely
Princess.
the best Wonder Woman. 100% the
Yeah.
best Wonder Woman. I don't know why
It
my site's not loading. I'm gonna pull it up on Toy Arc.
Yeah, there you go.
But yeah, I think I'll keep going. There we go. Yeah, this like another head sculpt that somehow out of all the great sculpting Mattel has done, they haven't nailed a He-Man head sculpt yet. And this one looks better than any He-Man head sculpt we've got so far.
Good old Kazar. It he also though looks like, yeah, I can totally see like the He-Man look there
There's a
now.
Build-A-Figure Battle Cat. I mean, really, we're just
Yeah.
yeah,
People have got to customize it.
paint it green, little yellow tiger stripes.
He kind of looks like if you combined like Steve Rogers and Thor. He's somewhere
Yes,
between
you're
those two.
right. It's like they use a computer, probably AI or some crap, and just like blended those sculpts together.
Yeah.
There you go. But yeah, no, great figure.
The question that I'm struggling with is like, as an X-Men collector,
Yeah.
do I get this? It's like
Yes. Why
he's
not?
like a guest star. I don't really associate him with being like an X-Men
Sure.
specific guy.
Sure.
Savage Land, I spent a lot of time there.
Yep.
Zabu's cool, but I don't know. I might draw the line at Kazar, especially for like getting like a whole wave to
Yeah.
build the Zabu.
Okay. All right.
It's cool figure.
He looks great. He looks
Second
great.
Kazar figure they've made.
And Icarus that
Yeah.
could be another He-Man sculpt
Well,
too.
yeah, actually, this looks like more like He-Man.
You're right.
maybe.
You're
The
right.
hair is definitely
Yes.
the
And the
He-Man hair.
cheekbones are a little more He-Man-esque as well.
Yeah.
Um,
Ike Harris.
yeah, looking sick. And yeah, the build.
Actually, he kind of looks like Superman too. It's like, I wonder if if that's like to add to like the Wonder Woman, the Power Princess Wonder Woman. Now you have the Marvel Legends Superman.
I'm here for it though. I'm absolutely here for it. But yeah, I think it's a fun wave. Cable.
Yeah, I'm down for this.
Yeah.
It's that 90s Cable. I wonder if maybe with that like chest harness, if we might get a Cannonball from this era where he like joined the X-Men briefly and he had that look, like, go with the sort of late or mid 90s Joe Madureira team that they're kind of giving us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Could be cool.
Yeah.
And of course the Marvel versus Capcom look, which bring on Marrow as well while you're at it.
Oh yeah. 100%.
He definitely comes with Nerf guns though, right? Like that's like a Nerf gun for sure.
That is, I think I have that Nerf gun in this house. But yeah. Nah, everything's looking pretty darn good.
It's mysterious character.
Red Widow.
Oh, Red Widow. Okay.
I don't know who this is. I'm a bad comic book fan.
Is this like Black Widow in a new guise?
She's got a little thing going on though. She's looking good. Yeah. We have a suit of some sort. Which suit is this? Vision Iron Man? What is he called?
Got a little hair.
Superior Iron Man.
Let the hair breathe a little bit. Yeah, how did this look escape the 90s?
Maybe it was a 90s figure. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think so.
but cool for those that want it, which is always nice.
And I've been waiting for Wolfsbane for a long time.
Yeah, wait,
I've got
when's the last time we've gotten her?
Well, so we got she came with the Danny Moonstar came with like a head, like a Wolfsbane head, so you could put
Okay.
on like the New Mutants body. But this is like this completes our X Factor, our 90s X Factor team, which I've been waiting to do along with everyone else, right? It's like I've like X Force is pretty much well, I guess X Force are still missing Feral, who could use this same buck. But the X Factor 90s X Factor finally all done. Like, you know, we're just getting. I don't know, Jay. I don't know if you're familiar with that poster, that like Jim Lee poster from like the 90s, where it's like all the X characters. It's like,
Yes,
you know, Excalibur. We are almost completed that poster. Like,
let's see, Jim Lee X. What would your X-Men poster? Would that probably pull it up?
X-Men poster. It's bound to be one of the first things.
Maybe, let's see.
It's that it's the like skinny one.
This one right here?
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't realize they're both. It's the tall, skinny one.
This one right here? Or
yeah,
okay.
what you've got there. That's
Okay,
like this is like a recolor, but it's cool.
Can I up? There we go. Maybe load. Internet's being slow for some reason, but anyway. There we go.
There it is. So they've given us. So we've gotten pretty much every character here except now Feral, who's in the lower right, or my right lower right corner. Yeah. And Rachel Gray, the Phoenix 2 next to Jean Grey there underneath Cable. I never thought we'd get a Megan figure just below her, like, and we did with that like Excalibur 3-pack. So once they did that, I was like, okay, yeah, they're making this poster. And the question is, when we have gotten all these characters, will they give us a giant X made out of ice to put behind everyone?
Have to.
That would be pretty fun.
They have to.
Yeah.
Ryan Ting, if that is not in y'all's future plans, you best get to it.
I do feel like we would need a new brown costume Wolverine.
Yes.
Where he has the X belt buckle. Because we have the like classic brown costume with the just regular belt buckle, but like that sort of combat suit Xavier, I guess.
Yes.
So yeah, maybe they still got some moves left.
But it's getting there. It's getting there. But I love that idea. I love that idea. Let's go back to Kelly. But yeah, there you go. Great wave. Do you think this is one where you pick them all up because the BF is good and most of the characters are pretty solid?
I don't know. I mean, to be honest, it's a very weird wave.
It is, for sure.
Maybe one of the weirder Marvel Legends waves I've seen, just because usually we're used to getting it's like a designated X-Men wave, a designated Avengers wave. This is like this is your like Marvel Universe sampler, right? It's like you've got an Eternal, you've got a obscure Iron Man, a new character, a Dark Thor, like it's like this wave is definitely unique. I'd say this is like hardcore, and also it's like all eras, right? It's because it's like you've got 70s Kirby, you've got brand new characters that like have seemingly just been introduced, straight up 90s stuff. Like
yeah, it's the Whitman's chocolate sampler of Marvel.
Yeah. No, it's cool. I dig it.
The Marvel guys called it a hodgepodge wave.
Yeah. Where's the Cameron Hodge wave? Come on.
Ooh,
Cameron Hodge, build a figure. Let's go.
Just Kaylin Wolfsbane for me. This is why back in the day when they had waves were all over the place, not focused on an area. Just here are some figures. With all faults, the bankruptcy wave. I hope not. Hung Wen poo poo platter. Come on. Try it. If you don't like it, put it back in the box. Oh goodness. All right. Let's check in on the like count because we're getting close to wrapping up time. We got 161 likes. Kind of slowed down the like front. If y'all want to just save Alex and not let him have to face the torment of having to identify accessories for the toy company he works for. I mean, it's up to you all. We have over 300 people watching. Plenty to get us to 200 likes. Hit the like button, everybody. Ooh, Haslab check. Great call, Dorothy. Let's check in on it. So Haslab is going on right meow. Let's check out the Brian Brink charts. I think it's hit everything at this point. The Deathsaurus has absolutely crushed it. But let's check in on things, and it's still crushing it. We are almost at hitting the last tier. We only need 434 backers to get to the last tier of the stands. Once we're there, it will fully fund. And as you can see with this red line, it is pacing well above the previous three Transformers Haslabs.
Wow.
So it's crushing it, which, you know, for all of the thoughts or critiques that that this should have been a retail release, and it's not obscure enough, I guess those were unfounded because it's done really well. And it still has 18 days left. Still plenty of time.
Yeah, and I have to say, like, yeah, I mean, I don't know, you know, I'm not a big Transformers guy. I'm a G1, like I know G1 is a big Beast Wars fan. But I'm a little surprised, you know, I find this kind of surprising. Like I think that, you know, that the 2000s era, you know, I wasn't aware of, you know, the level of interest there. Clearly there's a lot. And so, yeah, I think that's what Hasbro is discovering through this.
I mean, I'm a G1 guy all the way. It's what I grew up with, but there's something that I kind of got back into Transformers in the early aughts, and Transformers Robots in the Skies and Transformers Armada are kind of the two eras that I kind of got back into Transformers. I've always loved this combo combiner Omega Prime as Ultra Magnus and Optimus Prime. And so, like, even myself, I do want to back this one, but I think my vintage one will suffice. But yeah, I think it's a really cool set, and clearly it's done really, really well.
Well, actually, that's a good point too, because yeah, I mean, this is awesome, but as you get up in the modern era of Transformers, they get pretty darn good. Like it's one thing if you remake like G1 stuff that, you know, where like the robot form didn't really look like they looked on the cartoon or anything. Like whereas now, like you get to the 2000s Robots in Disguise, it's like my memory at least, like the toys are pretty good still.
That's a really good point, because I think I mean, it's vintage, it's 20 something years old. I think it still looks great. I think it still looks great today. It's just not as, I think I'm missing a couple pieces, so it's not 100% complete. It'd be nice to have one really nice and fresh like this, but you know, it is what it is. And you're right, it was kind of it was a return to vehicles. It was a return to like animation.
In anime, like heavy anime.
Yeah, exactly. And so that's why I was like, oh, cool, we're doing cars again. I'm ready. Too bad basis. Any word on the new Mondo Scaragli? I saw Pixel Dan did a review. What's the latest on that bad boy?
So he drops this week, I believe. So get ready. And it just looks awesome. Like I'm so excited for this figure. He's enormous. Like I think he'll look. I'd be interested to see him with like a classic He-Man collection, either
Yes.
Origins or just like
Mhm.
Scareglow just made himself gigantic,
Yes.
and just thinking of all the like smaller Motu figures like going up
Mhm.
against him is like I want to see that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I just think he glows so well. It's just yeah, I think it's a really exciting figure to me.
Yeah, I'm excited for it as well. Ever since y'all unveiled that at was it PowerCon? It
Or
looks freaking
yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
What about Rock-On? Mine hasn't arrived. I know people are getting their Rock-Ons, which could be.
People are
Is that? Should I
or
say
they
that's a?
That's what she said.
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe do with it what you will. But yeah, Tuesday. This Tuesday. Hit the like. We're at 188 likes. This is
I
coming
don't
down to the
know.
wire, Alex.
Yeah, I don't know.
Coming down to the wire. I hope it happens. People in the chat, keep me updated on the amount of likes, so we can kind of keep going. Got mine today. Congratulations. As long as you're not getting your rocks off. Yeah, Dartharian, they started shipping them. Like some people got their rock-ons, even though it said May for the figures. So, anyways,
Wow.
smash that like, everybody.
You
Let's
know,
just check. Go ahead,
do you think it
Alex.
would be like cool or uncool if the way they delivered the rock-ons was just throwing them at people's houses? Throwing it through the window, just in rock mode. Like, oh, here he is.
I love that idea. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think if it doesn't get delivered that way, I'm gonna be disappointed. Mattel fail. 200 likes, everybody. Okay,
Oh, here we go.
Alex. Are you ready?
I guess I'll have to be.
It's that time again. It's time to stump a guest host on their knowledge of all things toy accessories. Yes, Alex is an amazing sculptor, but maybe he's not so amazing at picking out accessories from the toy company he works for. So we're going to test him on that in a segment we like to call Stump That Alex. Like I said, these are just screen caps of accessories to Mondo toys that you can find on mondoshop.com/collections/collectibles/products, something like that. So Alex, how nervous are you right now? Or do you feel pretty good? You're like,
Yeah, I'm not
I know the catalog, I'm fine.
I'm not as nervous as I would be if, like, a Smurf chair was in the mix, because I'd just toast. Looking at what the heck is that? Smurfs. I didn't even know Smurfs could be in the equation.
Yeah, they very well could be. And I think was this in John's last one, but we were wrong. It's not Rainbow Bright, it's Care Bears. By the way, I meant to correct that last week, but I forgot.
Brutal.
Dartharian, Alex will not be spared. Stump that sculptor. You got this. That's too easy though. He helped develop. Well, again, Alex, what lines do you work on specifically for Mondo?
X-Men, Batman. I worked on Prince Adam.
Okay.
If there's any Prince Adam accessories, if I don't know it,
I tried to make sure every accessory I picked, you did not work on. So.
Solid.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. First accessory is this little gun thing.
Oh man. Already. I want to say it's the Rick and Morty pack.
It's a specific.
Dang. I know. I mean, I know Rick and Morty.
You're
I
there.
know
You're there.
it's ah. I don't recognize the what the accessory is. Like what the you mean what like the whose accessory? Am I wrong? Do I need to say who is
Yeah,
holding
can you
who
just
that
give me
hand
the
is?
specific? Yeah, I mean, you should know who the.
Morty's holding it, right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, it's
Good.
Morty. Can you describe which Morty it
Is it the one with
is?
the big arm?
It is the one with the
Okay.
big arm. All right, so I'll
Okay.
give that one to you. All right, you
All
got the
right.
first one.
Nice. Go
You're doing
me.
great. You're doing great. Okay. Let's go to the next one. That one I kind of gave away by having his little hand there. I thought I tried to get
Yeah.
a shot of just the little gun thingy, but I
I
couldn't
still
really
may
get it.
it's cartoony enough.
Yeah.
I may have gotten it.
Okay.
Shout out to Tommy Hodges, who also who was sculpted that one.
Okay.
This one is easy because I did it.
Oh, damn it. I
It's
didn't know
the
you did
brain
the dog.
drain visor for Ein.
All right. All right. All right. Moving on.
Also easy because I did it and am proud of these are the claws, correct? Claws for they're the they're the spare claws that come with our plainclothes Dolverine
Damn it.
logo.
See, I
And
was
they
trying
work
to just
really
get
well.
just the claws because there's several Wolverines, but maybe I shouldn't have done this one. I should have done a different
I
one.
didn't do the other Wolverine. If it had been the other claws, but yeah,
Ah,
they swap
damn.
really well. They feel the factory just did an awesome job executing. The claws are like one of the things I like enjoy the most about this.
Damn it. I was just like, well, I gotta use the Dolverine one if I pick
Yeah,
claws, but I should have went more random. I should have done the brown suit Wolverine, I think.
yeah.
Okay.
I feel
All
like
right.
claws are a gimme anyway.
All right. Okay, this hand.
Okay.
A blue hand.
So Motu, I want to say.
Okay.
And that means blue, so it could be Skeletor or Trapjaw, who came with Cronus parts, or Keldor. Ay, who has a trigger finger? Hmm.
Giving you no hints on this. Maybe I've been too easy on you.
Yeah.
No hints. But you're in the realm. You're in the realm.
In the brand.
It
The right
is
brand.
you're right. It is Motu.
But Skeletor doesn't have a gun, I don't think. But then I don't think Trapjaw does either, but maybe it's so he can hold one of his
Yeah, he's
accessories.
Cronus, maybe. He holds the gun.
Cronus. Yeah. I'm going Trapjaw, or aka Cronus.
Oh, I'm so sorry. That is
Oh no.
incorrect.
Uh,
I was trying to be tricky on this one with the blue, but it is an older one, Faker.
oh, snap. Okay.
Faker has the trigger hand because he comes with the little gun.
Yeah. Well, see, yeah, when you get before my time, it gets a lot harder.
Okay. All right. Let's go to the next accessory. Oh, wait,
Pointy Smurf.
Pointy
I said no Smurfs.
All right, here we go.
Oh,
Some
okay.
guns and stuff.
Yeah, this is Gordon Freeman of Half-Life fame.
Damn it.
Correct.
It
The
is.
crowbar was the gimme. If
Is
the
it?
crowbar
Okay.
wasn't there, it'd be a lot harder.
I was just like, I have no idea who this guy is, but you're a better nerd than me. But yes,
yeah.
Half-Life.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Solid game.
I've never played it, clearly. What's the premise? Like, what's its angle?
Well, like nowadays, it's like every game it was new for its time. It was original for it was kind of like a Halo, kind of like going
Okay.
through a place with a bunch of zombie alien
Yeah.
things. But yeah.
Boom. Well, damn, you 4 out of 5 or whatever. You killed it. You crushed it. Bravo. See, he did great.
Yeah,
Hector, he did great. He represented the Mondo brand well.
Yeah. See, I know things, even though 2 of them were my own.
But I don't know why I thought I could have gotten you on the Wolverine claws. I'm an idiot. But anyway, Alex, thank you so much for coming on tonight and hanging out, talking toys. I don't think you worked on the Scare Glow, but do you have any sculpts of your? I mean, you just had Rogue this week, but anything like officially announced that's coming up on the horizon?
Well, Cyclops is on the horizon.
Nice.
I mean, yeah, a lot of stuff is in.
Sure, maybe
in production,
not.
Spider-Man stuff. I mean, these are all things that have been revealed, but
yes.
I got Man. If you can see behind me, Man Bat. Is like shipping out to people, and he is freaking.
He's massive.
I mean, you saw him. He's enormous.
But not everyone was at Comic-Con or whatever.
You have to turn him sideways to get him through a door, basically. He'll knock everything off your shelf. I mean,
jeez, look at that wingspan.
Just like
is it 3 feet?
Like just yeah, pretty much. And just for scale, like if you have our like Harley Quinn, like this is the scale. Like,
oh my god,
his head is just gigantic. But it's show accurate. He's a big, enormous guy.
So good, so good.
And yes, Scare Glow. If you're into Motu, if you're into stuff that glows in the dark, if you're into soft vinyl, he's a Safubi. And if you're into just like
it's kind of squishy a little bit, right? I remember talking to
a little bit, but for like firm enough, and yeah, he glows in the dark. His box glows in the dark. Like he comes in this like kind of cool window that almost reminds me of like a toy that like a big toy that would come out in the 80s, like and the packaging glows. It's just it's a really special figure. So yeah, check out if you're interested, check out Pixel Dan's little thing about it, and check out the Mondo socials on Twitter.
Will you guys do a stream on Tuesday? A Tuesday stream about it?
I don't know. I don't know what the plan is.
Okay.
But just keep an eye out for Scare Glow stuff. So yeah.
Boom. Cool. Boom. Wolf Den, yes, I love spending money all in for Scare Glow. See, Scare Glow is too awesome. Holding out for an Orko plush though.
Oh.
That's anything can happen. Anything can happen. All right, well that'll wrap it up. Let me plus in and say thank you to our patrons, because they're what makes this whole thing tick. Let me pull up my little credits roll and put up the screen while I start saying my goodbyes. If you want to come hang out after dark, Colleen's joining, and we're going to talk about the cat that she picked up yesterday. Newest member of the Glatfelter family. And I'm sure if she is awake, Colleen will be showing her on camera, and we'll tell the story of the latest edition. But thank you to all the patrons. Without y'all, this would not be possible. And consider becoming one. You get to come hang out after dark, where we shoot the shiz, commercial free, editing free, swears are free, and it's a ton of fun. You also get your name in the credits of every single live stream. You also get access to our Patreon Discord, all for $5 a month. Definitely worth that. Cats are life. Colleen almost bought 2 cats, all right, and I had to kind of like talk her out of it just to go to 1 cat. I don't know. Alex, do you have any cats? Are you a cat person, dog person?
I'm allergic. I got a dog.
Dogs are great. Cats are. I'm more of a cat person personally. Okay. That's my vibes.
So you'll be getting that Zabu build-a-figure.
Yes. But Zach is allergic to cats, so it was a tedious, long process to find a cat that he wasn't allergic to. And apparently, it's the saliva, the way they lick their fur, And if they have the certain enzymes in their saliva, that's what makes them allergic, apparently. Jeff Morris, 2 cats are better than 1. Go get the other cat. Damn it, Jeff. If Colleen's watching this right now, you're not helping, okay?
It's 2 cats in 1. It's got the split
It's exactly. Head. It's a twofer. Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. And on that note, thank you so much for hanging out. Alex, again, thank you so much for co-hosting. Next week, we got a special episode. I believe it's next week. Where the creator of Animal Wars of the Kingdom going to come on, talk about their latest reveals, and they're Kickstarter for new figures. So they're going to be revealing stuff on the show, and taking questions live. Should be a lot of fun. And of course, if there's any other big toy news, we'll talk about it as well. I still got my Eternia video I got to do. I still got the damn ramen racer I got to finish. A lot of stuff coming. So make sure you hit the subscribe bell so you don't miss it. And until next time, hasta luego. And goodbye. Have a great night, everybody.